language is obviously a big thing. Just looking at the side of Rise, I mean, are they just laid back? Are they not stressing this game too much? Are they that confident? Is Revenge sitting there just trying to get everything together? Are they communication issues maybe going on now? Players butting heads and stuff along those lines. But I think Rise should close this out. I think we kind of expect them to close this one out too. But Revenge, if they live up to the organization's name, they're going to be capable of doing some amazing things.
Absolutely. And I think when it comes down to Frost as well, they're going to get into the map elements. Technically, this is just more of my opinion and what pros have kind of said and kind of uttered out. It's instead of construction, which is actually going to be on the side of Rise Nation. They actually have the more preferred side when it comes down to Frost. It seems that more one-point tosses can happen on the side that Team Revenge is on for right now. But if we know anything about one-point tosses, the recent uplink, patch that made the portals a little bit smaller, it seems that 2-point dunks can be more preferred. So when it comes down to it, I think the side of Rise Nation definitely needs to have a little bit of a lead. But if TR can hold them off, this could be a good situation to put them in for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it definitely can. So just trying to fight for middle map control right now. Kills are going to be traded. We're on board with Miracle's cluster grenade going down in this mid-cut area. Going to be able to spot one. The grenade is going to be able to clean him up. Does have control of this area, just trying to slay out a little bit before they try to make this push happen. Now, this is what you're going to see Miracles do. He's going to be this guy who's going to be up in the players' faces with the OSA, just trying to pick off these kills to make sure that nobody can get to this drone. But you see right now, 3 players from Revenge going to be kind of scattered. 1 in blue, 1 in Space Dock, and then there's going to be 1 on the black plat as well. Nobody has even touched this drone yet in the first minute. And as I said, Miracle's going to be tossing it into ice.
Pass.
And Killa going to be able to get the pickup and the follow drone camera. I love that feature so much. Going to be able to get the 1-point toss. So within the first minute, we're going to see Revenge get the points on the board.
That was a perfect pass there for Miracles. Tosses it over to Killa, going through Ice Tunnel, and they're able to get that 1-point toss happen. So TR making some good things happen off the break. Of course, only a 1-point lead, but it seems that 3 go down off the start. Aqua, the only player alive, and Miracles going through middle is going to toss that drone down just to get a little more map control as TR tries to rival forward. Mox now, drone in his hands, is Slang trying to go down here from Killa. Miracles, but both the duo drop, but Mox able to get the nice ball swipe and throws it in for another play to get them up 2-0 now.
Yeah, and like we said, attacking from the side that Revenge is currently on is just the more favorable side, and you're seeing why. It's so much easier to just control the entire map and dictate where the enemy team is going to spawn as well. But you can thank the Slayers so far, doing an excellent job of making sure that these Rise Nation players aren't getting anywhere near this drone. We're currently on board with Facento off to a very, very slow start. Currently 1 and 5. Let's see if he's going to be able to pick this up here. He's going to be able to find one. One more going to be pushing through the ice tunnel. He's not going to challenge that. The Mox has the drone right in front of him. That's just one of the big things. You don't want to pick it up and just try to make any advancements with it. Just let it reset if you have to. Just kind of slay out and just try to make something happen. That's going to be 3 down for Rise right now. Is Mox going to be able to stay alive? No, he is not, and that could be a big kill right there from Aqua. Now we'll see if Rise is going to be able to try to make anything happen.
Yeah, finally getting a few players down from Revenge as Rise Nation looking to finally get out of their bases. It's been basically an entire push-up for the most part as the drone gets moved forward slowly from Miracles. Of course, his life is going to be resulted in a trade, but Mox finding one just to the side of that first hard point when it comes down to it, but not a whole lot happening as far as really, I guess you could say mostly a drone control. Just kills kind of going down, trades happening as the drone does reset after a little bit of a delay. So with that in mind, Rise Nation doing a decent job, but they're just getting pushed back so much they're not really having opportunities. But just as I say, that Felony able to throw that drone forward a little bit as they potentially try to get some control through robots.
And this is probably one of the hardest sides to attack from. I mean, you look down that hallway, you see the nasty power position over there where it's going to be really hard to get that player taken out, so you just kind of have to flood. But Facento going to be in control of the drone. They're going to decide to go through this middle alley area. Let's see if he's going to be able to get the 1-point toss in, and he is. But now all 4 players down from Rise, but that's okay. The drone is still resetting, but look for Revenge to try to get set up here on this spaceship. Maybe get somebody up there on the submarine to try to lay down some shots of anybody pushing through Lab. The player I want to focus on right now is Looney. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Being sneaky, going to be able to take out another 2 players down for Revenge, and immediately Looney is going to get aggressive. Let's see if they're going to be able to pick up these kills and loading. Going to throw the drone down, trying to pick up one more. He's not going to be able to get it. Weeds is going to come out on top of that engagement.
That was a huge play there from Weeks. He's able to shut them down. Of course, his life has resulted in the fact, but still, really big play from him. Good defensive plays actually coming from the side of TR. We talked about their slang, how they weren't really the best slang roster, but they've done a pretty good job here after the first 4 minutes of this first side of some Frost uplink. But of course, Facento now, they've been seeming trying to get a push forward. Looney Fellow able to respond with 2. It looks like it's going to be 3 down for the side of Revenge. A potential 1-point toss that could go through for the side of Facento, but it looks like Felony's going to guide the way, babysitting the drone carrier as the 2-point dunk will come in. With just under a minute remaining here on this first side, it seems that it will be Rise Nation with just a 1-point advantage.
And if you're Aqua right now, I say push out. You try to get there, get as much intel as possible. I mean, that's one of the biggest things at uplink is just getting control of the enemy's base, just trying to trap them in that one area. But now we're going to see the drone being ran by Mox. They're going to go ahead and hit this blue side, go down to the lower wall, and should be able to get a 1-point toss up here unless somebody comes in for the block, and they're not going to be able to block that. Mox going to be able to get another point on the board for Team Revenge.
You definitely see the slaying capabilities, for either side right now. I mean, you can look at the Revenge. All of them playing very, very consistent. But side of Rise Nation, 4-12 for Facento. Of course, kind of being the main drone carrier, so you can't give him too much, obviously, I guess it'd hate in some ways, but you see Looney 18-12, 14-12 for the side of for Felony as well. So definitely a little bit of stat changes for either side. It seems more consistency coming in from the side of TR. But Wheats, with a few seconds left, might have an opportunity to go for the 1-point toss. Gets the nice slide over to the stairs. As it looks like at the half, it will be Revenge with a lead here. It is a slim one, about 1 point.
And the thing you take away from this, like we said, Revenge on the good side to start off this one, but we saw the defensive stops that they were capable of when Rise was actually attacking too, so that's something you can kind of take away from this. But you don't want to sit on just your defensive stance. You want to try to get aggressive. You want to try to control the game as well. I mean, like I said, they had a lead going into this one, but you still have a lot of game time left to make something happen with the slaying capabilities of Rise. They might be able to do some pretty nasty things to this side of Revenge. Let's see how this one starts. You definitely want to get a little bit more of a slaying side off of Facento. I mean, 4-14, but like you said, he has the 3 points for the side of Rise as well, so it sort of makes up for just kind of being that dedicated player. But I mean, when you're the player with the Osa, you need to be up in people's face. That's a very, very crucial weapon to have, kind of leading the way for your squad.
It absolutely is. And of course, as we start the second half, Rise Nation quickly to try be aggressive, realizing they are technically in some ways is on the more preferred side. It really just depends. Whatever teams are kind of deciding what is the more preferred side. Of course, the game is fresh, it's new. Teams still developing strategies and whatnot, but it seems that Felony and instead of Rise Nation getting all up close and personal as they toss that one forward for a few yards. Just trying to get control over on stairs to go down for either side. And now Facento could be the last one up if he can try to get these 2 kills. Unfortunately, he does not. So a good hold the other side of TR off the break is now Killa is going to be on the offensive.
I mean, that's what it's about, right? Like we said, defensive stops, then just kind of build from your base and just start to make something happen. Killa going to be in control of the drone. Miracles picking up a very, very nice 2-piece to get this one, and another point comes in from the side of Revenge. Now going to be still a 1-possession game, but it's going to take a dunk for Rise to tie this one up.
You can also see the side from the side of Revenge as well. They've got 2 rigs that could potentially be used for scoring opportunities. So it looks like Mox going to have the overdrive, and it looks like Miracles will be able to see what his rig is here in just a few moments. But you've got some rigs to maybe work with. If you start to pile on the points a little bit, you can definitely demoralize the side of Rise Nation. Looks like Rewind's going to be earned from Miracles, so potentially a slang one that he could use to try to get a drone score in the end. So still, Revenge looking very good. Of course, after that first half, they are going to be earning their rigs a little bit quicker. But with 3 down, it seems that Rise Nation trying to get a little bit of control as that drone does come down. Miracles currently lingering through mid-map and toward side. So it seems that not anything going down at the moment, but if Revenge can get that drone in their hands, they could definitely make some scoring opportunities happen.
Yeah, they definitely can. Facento going to be in mid-map right now. They're going to be able to get 2 players down from the side of Revenge. Now, the player to watch, that was going to be Aqua, but there's a big kill coming in there from Killa, and that's going to kind of halt the Rise Nation setup that they had going in to try to attack this base. Drone currently is going to be positioned in blue. It's going to be Looney trying to slay out, but 3 players down for Rise. Revenge going to try to get onto the counterattack here. Going to be led by Mox, and we brought up the overdrive. This can be used in a very special way and can get them 2 points if used right. Looks like he's just going to take his sweet time and just try to get some time off the clock.
Hey man, do what you got to do to get a score. And Mox is obviously spinning around as it seems he's just trying to stay alive. Unfortunately, he does drop, and Felony's like, all right, man, time for you to die. But, obviously in the end, it's a good strategy. You can try to bait, try to halt, like you said, the opposite side. But it seems that Aqua now, with the drone in his hands, it's all about business now for the side of Rise Nation. Down 1 possession, 2 points. He wants the 2-point play. Can he get it? Rises over the other side. Of course, still not even using a rig in that play. So tie game, rigs coming out. Mox actually rocks the overdrive here already. And it seems that drone is going to get away for the time. But still, a tie game, 2-minute warning kind of coming in here. It could be potentially a little bit of overtime, maybe, Dirt.
Yeah, I definitely could see that happening. The whole play right there with Mox just kind of wall running, just trying to waste some time. I mean, maybe that could have been the downfall. His entire team got taken out, then he ended up was basically just a sitting duck. It's so hard to get up out of there unless you have the propulsion on. So then he got taken out, just completely gave up all the map control to Rise, and that's what led them to get those 2 points. With 1 minute and 40 seconds left to try to make something happen. Felony going to have that active camo ready. Killa is nearing his as well. Aqua going to have the overdrive. So the 2 biggest specialists that you can use to score an uplink are now in favor of Rise, and you're going to see see it right here. Aqua
Oh,
going to
he
go
baits
ahead
him
and
out.
put the overdrive
Oh.
on. Going to be able to get the dunk in. 1 minute and 20 seconds left for Revenge to try to answer back. You just got to hope and pray Killa is going to be able to make something happen. He's going to opt to pull out the Vulcan this one. Going to be able to pick up 1 kill. 1 kill away now from getting the active camo, and that could be the saving grace for this Revenge side.
Killa is the power player, but they've got to keep in mind their defensive side is wide open. Balloony ends up dropping through Ice Tunnel, and Miracles is going to make the big play. Killa as well responding, so that's going to be a massive one for the side of TR. Miracles throwing that drone forward, needs to win this gunfight. He's able to make it happen, but he gets shut down through Dark. So with 1 player up, that is going to be Wheats right now. He has got to make a play happen, and easily Rise Nation, if they wanted to, they could try to make a play with the rigs, or they could do the exact same thing that we saw Mox do earlier.
They don't even have to, at this point, try to score. I mean, there's 40 seconds. They could have just taken the drone back to their base and forced Revenge, and then bad enough, you just throw it out of the map
Oh,
and
he
get
rushed
that
that
instant
camo
reset.
felony. There it is. The rigs being used perfectly for the side of Rise Nation, and we've got to talk about Mox not having that overdrive. If they can get some kills to happen, there were some times where Miracles was in mid-map, not having anything to do. He was waiting for rigs to be earned, and the rigs, in my opinion, for TR were not used effectively. Kill It now has the active camo, but is there time, Dirk? Is there time to get any points really on the board at this point?
No, it's going to be Rise Nation taking this best of 5 series, and they're just trying to keep on laying it all over Revenge, letting them know that they are better. Going to be 3-0 for our first series here on the Call of Duty Bravo stream. It looked promising at times. I mean, I think the uplink was definitely one of the better games from the series. The Search and Destroy looked like it could have been neck and neck. The Hardpoint was kind of a blowout, but Rise, they're looking very, very nice.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are. And we talk about their hardpoint play was very good. I think that was more of TR just not playing well compared to a Rise Nation who was absolutely dominating. So I think the hardpoint, can kind of be dictated a little bit differently, but in the S&D, the uplink, it seemed that they were completely kind of tilting the side of TR. They knew exactly what they were doing at all times. They used their rigs very effectively, and you can kind of see they were playing their rigs very, very well. They realized, we're down coming into the second side. We make sure we use our rigs correctly, we get the kills, and as cool and calm and collected as they were able to make it happen, they end up 3-0ing TR. So very much props to the side of Rise Nation. Of course, TR, not exactly how you want to start off a tournament.
No. I think going into any tournament, obviously, the first game is always so important. It's just going to set your tone for the entire weekend. Now you're 0-1 in this group as well. So we'll see how it goes, see if they can bounce back. The one thing I did notice is Killa has been one of those players, we saw it in Black Ops 3, who would use a VMP and then get kind of frustrated, pull out the Man of War, jump constant. We saw him bring out the Volk there, which the Volk has been something ever since the first patch in the game where it kind of nerfed it a little bit. It's never been used at all. I haven't seen it much at all. So, but then you see him kind of bring it out in that Frost one. Do you think maybe it was kind of at that point where you say, Killa, keep using this weapon. We need this one. You don't want to downgrade yourself by using a slower weapon on a map that's so close quarters.
Right, and maybe, like I said, maybe it's frustration. Maybe his team is kind of calling it out. But you got to imagine if he's maybe changing up the strategies, he realizes something isn't working, something's going wrong. We're not using the rigs effectively. And of course, maybe you go back, watch the VOD, see what mistakes you made, and come back fresh the next day. But a 3-0, man, that's hard to deal with, especially for your first game in pool play. And like I said, we talk about the amount of teams that are in the open bracket, the amount of talented European teams, the amount of talented North American squad that we have really even yet to see so far. There are a lot of top teams that can come from the open bracket and easily challenge them. I don't think any of these groups are going to get, in some ways, an easy pull from, especially with the open bracket team being added.
I mean, just the talent pool is just so wide open, right? I mean, it's completely usually we go from 92 teams or jumping up to over, 160, I think,
Something
in the
like
open
that.
bracket.
Something
so
absurd.
It's insane. Like, there's so much competition. You see all these players walking around. I mean, there's going to be some in there that might shock some people.
Oh,
that's the glory. That's the great thing about open bracket. You just kind of see maybe these unknown teams, and obviously with some of these more known teams as well. But there's a lot of big names fighting through that open bracket. There's going to be some upsets. I'm calling it. I feel like there's going to be some teams that we sit there and we think that, they'll easily get through, but there's only a select few teams that can come through the open bracket.
Exactly. Well, guys, I believe we're going to take a quick commercial break here from the Bravo station. Of course, if you guys just witnessed that Rise Nation 3-0ing Team Revenge, I believe we're going to be having some more matchups here coming over on Bravo, obviously, as well as Alpha. We'll return you guys over on the Bravo station between Team Envious and the Gosu crew. Be right back.